Yes, guys, welcome to another episode on DFJ Hoops. I'm your host, Andre. And before we get into this video, please make sure you hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into this. So, we're going to have a ton of fun with this, and I have an interesting topic right here. Will the 76ers regret trading James Harden to the LA Clippers? So we all remember Harden played for the Sixers for about a year and a half, a season and a half, and then earlier on this year he got traded to the LA Clippers in exchange for, to be fair, a bunch of old role players. But the positive in that trade was the Sixers were able to get back some draft picks and draft capital. And in my opinion, I think if you're able to trade a 34-year-old James Harden and a 36-year-old PJ Tucker, and you get draft picks out of it, I think that's a huge positive. So that's a positive from that trade. Now, Harden gets to the Clippers, and in the beginning, they were struggling. They were definitely struggling in the beginning. They lost, I think, their first 6 games. But as we currently speak right now, the Clippers are the first seed in the Western Conference, and Harden is averaging solid numbers, in my opinion. I mean, if you look at his numbers right here, he's giving you 17 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds on 45% shooting from the field. He's shooting 41% from the 3 point line, and he's shooting 88% from the free throw line. So these are solid numbers, in my opinion. But the only difference is his numbers with the Clippers is a little bit different from his numbers with the 76ers. Now, with the Sixers, he was averaging 21 and 10, and he led the league in assists. But um, there's context that goes with it as far as his numbers with the Clippers because on the LA Clippers, he's the third seed. The Clippers have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, so Harden doesn't have to really do much. But on the 76ers, Harden was the undisputed second option and was the primary ball handler and had the responsibilities to do a whole lot of different things and a whole lot of things to help the team be successful. So that's that. But the Sixers, on the other hand, after trading away James Harden, they experienced some level of success. They saw Tyrese Maxey step up. They saw him take his game to another level, and he blossomed right in front of our eyes and played his way into the All Star game, making his first ever All Star appearance in 2024. So that was that. So that was a huge positive for the Sixers. And before the season started, there was a lot of guys in the media who didn't think the Sixers would be this good. I mean, people had the Sixers missing the playoffs entirely. People had the Sixers in the play-in, but the Sixers came out and proved them wrong. And the Sixers, for the most part, were the third seed. But all the success came crushing down about a week ago after their best player, Joel Embiid, injured his meniscus on his left knee and is expected to miss an extended period of time. Now, this is where the James Harden thing comes in. So, if y'all remember last year, Embiid did miss games with the Sixers, but the Sixers had a winning record without Joel Embiid, and the Sixers were winning games, and the Sixers were able to stay competitive. And that was because the Sixers had James Harden, and Harden, as we know, is an all-star caliber player, and Harden can do just as much to help his team win games and help his team be competitive or stay competitive. And a quick example of it was in the postseason in the first round in Game 4 against the Brooklyn Nets. Joel Embiid missed that. He missed that game. He had a knee injury, something like that. But the Sixers were able to still close it out because they had James Harden on the team, and Harden was the best player for the Sixers in that game, and Harden did just as enough to propel the Sixers to victory. Another example of that last season with Harden on the team was they went to Boston in the second round in game one on the road, and Harden did enough to let the Sixers or help the Sixers win. He dropped that 45-point game in Boston, had a phenomenal game in Boston, and helped the Sixers steal that game on the road. But if we compare last season to this season, it's very different because the Sixers this year without Joel Embiid are not as competitive as they were last season without him. The Sixers have a losing record in games that Joel Embiid has not played in. The Sixers are 4-11 in games that Joel Embiid is not playing in. I can literally count the games that they won. They beat the Sacramento Kings, they beat the Utah Jazz, they beat the Orlando Magic, and they beat the Houston Rockets. So that's the 4 victories that they had. Now, here's where the James Harden issue comes in because I believe if the Sixers had James Harden currently and with Embiid expected to miss time, the Sixers would still be, in my opinion, they would still be competitive because you have an all-star caliber player who can do just as enough to help his team win games and lead his team to the playoffs. Because Harden never missed the playoffs in his career. He's always been in the playoffs, and we've seen Harden lead teams with lesser talent to the playoffs. I mean, a quick example of it is when he was with the Houston Rockets in 2016, 2017. And that team had no All Stars, no All NBA performers, but Harden was able to lead that team to the third seed and lead them to the playoffs. And he was able to do that and be the best player on that team. Now, if the Sixers had Harden right now, with Joel Embiid expected to miss an extended period of time, I don't think that would have been a problem because Harden is on the team. And just like I said earlier, Harden is able to do just as enough to propel his teams to victory, to help his team stay afloat. And he's able to help his team win a lot of games. And I'm not as confident with Embiid being out and Tyrese Maxey being the best player. Now, he's a good young player he's still developing, but I don't think I don't think he's ready yet to take that step to lead his teams to victory every single night or do it consistently. Now, he can do it for stretches, but you can't rely on him to do it for an extended period of time. And this is why I think the Sixers will regret trading James Harden because with Joel Embiid being out, this team is not going to be competitive. This team is not going to win a lot of games because the team is already 4-11 without Embiid. And with him expected to miss a lot of time, I think the Sixers are definitely going to drop in the standings. They're currently the fifth seed in the Eastern Conference. And if Embiid is to miss an extended amount of games, or let's say he misses the entire season, the Sixers will definitely drop into the plane, or maybe they could even drop out of the plane. And I think this is the reason why the Sixers will regret trading James Harden. So this is all I have on this topic right here. Whatever you guys think, you guys can leave your thoughts right down below. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's get these subscribers up and let's continue to enjoy these videos. So I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.